Hey, hope we're having a good morning. Hope we're having a good morning today. Good start to the Monday. For anyone interested, I stay in the Oceanside area, in the San Diego area. I've had a lot of people. Thank you for people that's reached out to me, just making sure that I'm okay, but I'm completely fine. We're doing good right now. We are on a elevated fire alert in the area, but definitely sending my respects and condolences to to the people and lives lost that's up in LA area, and and there's other wildfires going on right now, but we're doing good. We're doing good. So interesting start to this 2025. But I'm really just recording a more of a inspirational rant today. Nothing in particular. We do have a new episode coming out tomorrow with New Horizon Coffee that's based in the Dallas, Texas area, and they've created a coffee brand that helps with awareness of human trafficking that's going on in the not only in Texas but in the United States as well. So really trying to raise awareness for that. And I believe it is Human Trafficking Month. So I think this episode is fitting. And so it'll be a cool episode. Great little connection. And so hopefully you get to hear it, check it out. Video will be on YouTube, and then audio will be on anywhere you listen to your favorite podcast. So just giving a quick announcement for that New Horizon Coffee. And also too, if you hadn't picked up my new art book, I'm starting to get more into publishing and making myself go forward with that. I've got some projects that I've been wanting to do, so please give me the momentum to go forward with it. So if you get a chance, Worlds Within Worlds, it's sort of a conceptual book of mine, and it's really got a lot of my artwork process behind it. It's got some initial sketches, and so really sort of showing how my thoughts behind certain things or certain concepts. But yeah, if you get a chance, check it out. It is available on my website, linkfordesign.com. You can check it out. Link is in my YouTube bio. And then it's if you're in the area, it's here at various places like Studio Ace Arts, Oceanside Comic Book Shop, Mystic Ritual. So I have it at three different locations now. So if you get a chance, check it out. Let me know what you think. Also, too, if you want to get like the digital version, the digital ebook version, it is on Apple Books. Look up Worlds Within Worlds, made by Quantel Langford. So you'll be able to see that, and I have a digital ebook version of that out. So get a chance, check it out. I plan on creating some more volumes with more of my work, and hopefully trying to show more of a process, how-to process as far as how I start any initial design or illustration, and just showing my process behind it. So I've had a lot of people ask me about that. So that's a chance for me to show the behind the scenes on a lot of my work that I create. But today, this is actually a quick little inspirational rant, and maybe something for really for my creators, for my coaches, for my athletes. I had a little conversation with my wife yesterday, and we were just chatting, and something that was going on with my son, and he's you know going through his own journey in life, and learning how to be a dad, and he right now there's a a younger kid that he's having to help raise, and I think we're in the situation now to where he's starting to sort of become his own person. Not really rebellious, but he's trying to figure out where he fits. And my son is trying to show him how to work out and how to do certain things. And he feels like if he learns one thing, then he automatically feels like he should be able to accomplish something or do something. And it had me thinking a little bit. It was actually hilarious. um, I know personally for me, I've been in the arts since I was, a little kid. I've been, competing or coaching for years now at various levels, and even for me, I still see myself as a student, just someone that's still learning, but that's not everyone. You get some people that that's maybe they get to a certain level and they feel like, hey, that's it. Um, and you do have some people that's always on a continual process of learning. And I think it depends on the awareness you're at. Not to say, you know, even now with kids and even honestly, I think it could be a lot of people in general where we feel like we've got all this access to technology, all this access to knowledge, quote unquote, and we feel like because we acquired or we acquired it in a in a quick fashion, we feel like we should be able to implement that and then use that. Ideally, that would be cool. It would be good for you to use. But I really feel like I think I'm sort of old school. I do feel like people they learn in their own times. Not everyone is going to be able to process a concept or process something and automatically their life changes forever. I don't think it's like that. I think it's just a continual process of learning and growing and understanding who you are and how you operate. Um, yes, all those things can constantly change and evolve, but just understanding that what you learn, you're not a master yet. We're even in the creative field, all of us have our own unique skills and skill sets and talents and things that we've done. But we're always learning. We're always learning from other, being inspired by other creators and seeing what they're doing and being inspired by maybe your environment or the people around you. You're not going to get to a finish point. You'll get to a finish point eventually, but right now, I mean, you're gonna be learning new things. You're gonna be learning new skills. You're gonna at the same time you'll have new challenges. Um, I think that's something that's really prevalent now. Um, that people they want to learn, like they want everything right now. And that's not going to happen. And at the same time too, you should savor that. Like you should want that. You should want to say, you know what, this is a new skill. This is something that I need to learn. And if I master it and implement it in my life, then it's going to be worth it. Um, there, I think, and like I said, I'm sort of old school. I always believe in the teacher student model. And, even in, villages where you have your elders and you have your initiates and you have people that, they learn under these elders, so they can pass on that knowledge. um, I think we used to have that in all kinds of aspects, between business and the cradle field and just leadership in general. But I think now it's just with technology we have that sort of barrier now. We've got that sort of go between to where instead of us getting knowledge and wisdom from people that's experienced certain things, we want to go to the internet. Like we want to pull information from there and say, okay, we know it, but do we actually know it? And I think that's the very very interesting thing to where we feel like we amass all this knowledge, but there's no wisdom. That's something that I savor. I'm really fascinated by is like hearing the wisdom and knowledge and experience from people that's done this for years or people that's lived lived life for a number of years and experienced so many different things. um, I need to pull that knowledge. I need to pull that awareness into my and into my own personal life. That allows me to be able to learn and really grow as a person, not pulling something from the internet or even when me being a coach too, or learning new technique. Like getting on the mats and learning, like hands-on, like learn from someone that's done this at a high level. Don't pull something and watch something from the internet and then try to pull it off. And I see that all the time. We especially within the wrestling community, or even martial arts. You see something someone's doing online, some kind of crazy move, and then they want to try to pull it off in practice when you haven't even learned basic positioning yet, or having a basic foundation or stance. you're not going to pull that off on a high level, wrestler or competitor or coach. It's just one of those like being willing to really just be patient enough to learn the ropes, um, to grow, and then eventually you can create your own style and what fits for you. But everyone has to learn, even me. Like all of us have to learn under someone, or everyone's influenced by others that's before them, and being willing to acknowledge that and respect it. Um, it's so it's funny. It's definitely interesting, and hopefully I want to be able to instill that into the people that I'm connected with, the younger generation, that the people that's usually around me is like I want you to be able to learn from my experiences. Obviously, yes, they're gonna have to eventually they're gonna have to learn from their own experiences and their challenges and opportunities. But I want to be able to impart that wisdom to them so they can use it in their lives and then they can share it to others. It's not just knowing. It's not just, hey, this is, step one, step two, step three. Anyone can teach that. It's knowing through their experiences, through their wisdom, um, how to really to be the best at whatever you do. Be willing to learn under these people. Be willing to say, you know what, I don't know everything, but can I be willing and open enough to be able to learn under someone. That's I think that's a skill that's starting to dwindle. A lot of people want it now. A lot of people are looking for immediate gratification, and in the end, it's not worth it. You learn that knowledge, you want it now, or you get something now. Um, there's no kind of joy in the process of actually acquiring what you're trying to acquire. There's no joy in it. And I know I've told a lot of people, hey, when you know if you get whatever you're looking for, you hadn't built up the foundation, you hadn't built up all the things necessary in order to have that become a realization, whatever in whatever industry arena that you're in, you'll lose it. You'll, you won't enjoy it. You'll get it and be like, wow, this is really it. It's the whole continual process between that. It's the struggle and knowing that, hey, you're going two steps forward and then something happens, you go a step back. It's just understanding that it's all a continual process of learning, of unfolding, of creating, of getting feedback, of coming back and building something new and releasing it out to the world. Um, that's the joy. That's the joy. And like I said, I know for me, I enjoy looking at people's processes. Um, Aside from the final product, like I love seeing like what were the steps, like what things did you go through, or what was your thought process, maybe creating a piece of work or creating a piece of design. What was your thought process, training for a competition? Like, what was the whole entirety? What was the stuff that people don't see? That's what I'm interested in. The byproduct is going to be the byproduct. That's going to be there. I'd like to see the journals and the sketchbooks and the messy stuff, like all the things needed to to mix and match and create something that you've been building. That's what I'm interested in. That's what intrigues me. But to come back, it's just like, hey, for my young kids, you're not a master yet. Like, be willing to learn, be open enough to learn. Let go of that resistance. Don't feel like you have to learn everything right now. You don't. You got years upon years. I'm 44 now, and heck, I'm still learning. But that's just me. You got some people that feel like they get to a certain age and like that's it. I'm like, no, man, it's so much more to learn. So much, so new, just many skills. There's some more skills personally for me that I could do, that I could learn, and that I could use in my own skill sets. Um, that's the really the journey. That's the creative journey. And that creative journey is could be compared to anything that you're doing in life. Life is creativity. So I think once you figure that out, once you know that, don't feel like you have to learn everything right now. You know, pump the brakes a little bit, um, and learn what you can. Understand the concept, understand that wisdom, understand what people are teaching you or actually teaching you. Use that. Make sure you use that in your life, and then now you start to grow and develop from there. And at the same time too, putting in those reps. I can't say that enough. Consistency and repetition are masters. They're the masters. The more reps, the more consistent quality reps that you put in, that's where you start to become a master. People, maybe they see these incredible designs or they see, these amazing athletes. It's thousands upon thousands upon thousands of repetitions and just consistent repetitions and hours put in to create or see the end result. Some of these kids, they feel like, hey, I do one rep and I should be able to get it. Like, no, it's going to take thousands upon thousands of hours. When heck, when people are, they see my designs or my artwork, I've put in an incredible amount of time. My wife is a testament to that because sometimes she, like she don't want me to, like I'm always sketching, I'm always doodling, I'm always, thinking about something, or trying to work on an idea. All those hours add up. So it's just a continual process of like wanting to learn, like um, wanting to get better, wanting to see how far you can push the envelope, seeing how far you could um, really become a better version of yourself. Um, how could you become a better creator, a better athlete, a better dad, better leader, um, a better chef, a better musician, a better writer. It's all in those reps. It's all in those consistent reps and constantly showing up every day, even when you don't feel like it, even when you feel like you're not, creating your best stuff. Um, you show up anyway. All those things matter. Some people want the perfect situations. They want the perfect rep every time. That's not going to happen. That's never going to happen. What you want to do is create, enough consistent repetitions to where, you create that muscle memory, you create everything, those neural connections, and it makes it, then you're able to be more efficient. Then you start to get to a level of mastery. But until then, don't be concerned with that perfect rep every time. You're not going to get that. You want to create consistent reps over the long haul, and then that's gonna add up. So I think that's what I got. It was something that was on my brain. I wanted to go ahead and just go put that out. For this morning. Actually, for this week, it's just feeling like you're not a master yet. And honestly, I don't think you'll ever be a master. The people that call these other people masters is, they see the work put in, they see the level of efficiency and from their eyes, from their awareness, the level of mastery. But it's just people just showing up every day, and putting in an incredible amount of hours over the long haul of their life. Then you see the end result. You see you see what the byproduct of all that. Um, I don't think anyone that, you know, they call themselves a master. I wouldn't say they're a master. Um, but it's just one of those where like people, the ones that's constantly just, putting in, the work every day and just wanting to get better, having an obsession about getting better, wanting to learn new skills, wanting to learn from other people. Um, that all that stuff adds up to that, to the level of what we call, mastery from the outside looking in. Um, but that's what I got. Have a great Monday. Like I said, tomorrow, when you're listening to this, actually Tuesday, we'll be releasing episode 230. 33, I believe, with New Horizon Coffee, and great episode. Hope you get to check it out. And then we're also building out the Out of Bounds series too as well. So that's a little bit more. I wanted to be a little bit more edgier, or maybe talking about more out of bounds topics. So that's something that I've been wanting to build up for a while. And so if you're interested in the Creative Brew, or you're interested in the Out of Bounds series, hey, hit me up, send me a DM, let's connect. And then yeah, if you're interested in sponsoring the show or supporting, best way to do it is www.buymeacoffee.com/ the Creative Brew. And then for the price of a cup of coffee, hey, you can support this episode as well as future episodes, the Out of Bounds series, everything that I got going on, weekly shout outs, helping to highlight, local businesses, creators, all that stuff helps. We do have packages for sponsorships too as well, if you're interested. But all that helps provide this content for the show, and we're just going from there. So that's what I got today. Hey, have a great morning. Y'all stay safe, be healthy, stay creative, and be inspired.